They stepped onto the stage as two reserved teenagers, shy and unassuming, and walked away as one of Britain's most memorable musical partnerships. Yet, the harmony that dazzled audiences on Britain's Got Talent was only the surface of a far more complicated tale. Behind the roaring applause, the record deals, and tearful encores, something quietly began to change. What truly unfolded between Jonathan and Charlotte once the spotlight faded? Was it a story of loyalty or limits? Fame or fallout? This journey dives deep into the unexpected twists and hidden moments fans never anticipated. From a judge's jaw-dropping advice to the silence that followed their meteoric rise, the reality is far more intricate than any headline ever revealed. Get ready to uncover revelations and reflections that may forever alter how you view this iconic duo. Sometimes, the most breathtaking performances carry the heaviest questions beneath their surface. Before the dazzling lights of Britain's Got Talent or the glare of endless press cameras, Jonathan Antoine and Charlotte Giaconelli were just two musically gifted teenagers attending West Hatch High School in Chigwell, Essex. Both were passionate about singing. They had never crossed paths professionally before a chance decision by a music teacher changed everything. Jeanette Brown, their music instructor, recognized raw talent in each, but had no inkling that pairing them for a simple event would spark something extraordinary. This moment didn't come during a concert or audition, but at Brown's own wedding. Eager to involve her students, she asked Jonathan and Charlotte to perform The Prayer, a demanding duet requiring not just vocal prowess but emotional depth. Neither teen had ever thought of the other as a duet partner, but they accepted, and the result stunned everyone. Jonathan's rich operatic tenor blended flawlessly with Charlotte's smooth, theatrical soprano, creating a harmony that was as unexpected as it was enchanting. The performance amazed both their teacher and themselves, their voices weaving together in a way that felt instantly right. Years later, Brown would look back on that day with pride, knowing she had helped spark a turning point neither young artist could have imagined. This wasn't talent scouting. It was a heartfelt choice by a teacher, and the moment that set everything in motion. After that wedding duet, Jonathan and Charlotte began to explore their unique chemistry more seriously. Encouraged by mentors like Brown and vocal coach Jenny Ewington, they trained as a duo, building both trust and skill. Foundation would prove crucial when they auditioned for Britain's Got Talent in 2012. That school event planted the seeds for a journey that would captivate the nation. Yet, just as their harmony found its rhythm, a startling comment on live television nearly disrupted everything. When Jonathan and Charlotte took the Britain's Got Talent stage, their rendition of The Prayer left the audience breathless. But beneath the standing ovations came one of the show's most controversial moments. Simon Cowell's blunt suggestion that Jonathan should consider leaving Charlotte behind to pursue a solo career. Known for his ruthless candor, Cowell believed Charlotte's voice might limit Jonathan's potential, given his powerful operatic tone and undeniable presence. The remark shocked viewers, seeming to dismiss the clear balance and teamwork that made their duet so special. Yet, despite being just 17, Jonathan refused to entertain the idea. His response was immediate and unwavering. He would not abandon Charlotte. This display of loyalty became a defining moment, earning admiration nationwide. Instead of breaking apart, the pair moved forward together, proving week after week that their partnership was not just strong but essential. Their bond, built on respect and friendship, made Cowell's early criticism look short-sighted. Later, Cowell himself admitted he had underestimated Charlotte's role in their harmony. Jonathan revealed in interviews that the version of Simon on TV was far more provocative than the supportive man he met behind the scenes, painting a more nuanced picture of their dynamic. Rumors swirled not just about their music, but about their relationship too. Fans speculated about a romance between the two teens, a notion Jonathan later described as unsettling. To him, Charlotte was like a sister, and their connection was strictly professional. This moment wasn't just a rebuttal to a music mogul's advice. It was the defining statement of two artists who valued trust, loyalty, and authenticity in a world where those qualities are rare. Entering Britain's Got Talent as relative unknowns, Jonathan at 17 and Charlotte at 16 quickly changed public perception. Their debut performance of The Prayer stunned judges and viewers alike. Alicia Dixon called it world-class, while David Walliams praised the unusual blend of Jonathan's operatic depth and Charlotte's clear, pop-influenced tone. More than a display of vocal skill, their performance was deeply moving and set the tone for what would become one of the most memorable runs in the show's history. Despite Cowell's initial advice to go solo, their united front was soon vindicated. Semi-final performance of Caruso, a vocally demanding piece, earned praise across the board. And Holden called it amazing, and Cowell admitted he'd made the wrong call, acknowledging their choice to stay together was the best decision. Winning the public vote propelled them straight to the finals. The grand finale brought them back to The Prayer, the song that started it all. Their voices were more polished, their chemistry undeniable, and their connection more visible than ever before. David Walliams labeled the final performance sensational, while Cowell, once skeptical, simply said, unbelievable. They silenced doubters not with flashy theatrics, but with genuine talent and mutual respect. Although Ashley and her dog Pudsey claimed the top spot, many believed Jonathan and Charlotte were the true victors. Their journey wasn't about winning a contest, it was about overcoming doubt, proving the power of loyalty and artistic integrity on one of the biggest stages in Britain. Their courage to rise above criticism and competition cemented their legacy as one of the most beloved acts Britain's Got Talent has ever seen. Following their incredible journey, the duo signed a lucrative £1 million recording deal with Simon Cowell's label, Psycho Music, testament to their undeniable commercial appeal. Their debut album, Together, released in September 2012 in the UK and shortly after in the US, featured a mix of new songs and classic covers, including their signature, The Prayer. Produced by Graham Stack, known for his work with classical crossover group G4, the album quickly climbed to number 5 on the UK chart. Critics praised its polished production and the surprising emotional maturity of two teenagers commanding such powerful performances. Riding this wave, Jonathan and Charlotte released their second album, Perhaps Love, in October 2013. While still blending classical, pop, and musical theater influences, this record hinted at the individual artistic paths both singers might pursue in the years ahead. Their story was only just beginning, each step marked by talent, resilience, and an unbreakable partnership. What started as a remarkable harmony between two young talents soon blossomed into something bigger, an unmistakable musical identity for each. Second album soared to number 5 on the UK albums chart, marking a clear shift from TV sensations to legitimate recording artists. Magic lay in how Jonathan's operatic power intertwined effortlessly with Charlotte's West End clarity, producing a sound that crossed boundaries, both genre and class, making classical-influenced music feel fresh and emotionally relatable. It wasn't just about chart success. Their albums introduced classical music to new audiences, weaving modern emotions into a traditionally formal genre. It was almost surreal for two teenagers from Essex who had first met in school to now find themselves in the spotlight, fulfilling dreams neither had dared imagine just a year before. But by 2014, after riding the wave of two hit albums, the path that once united them began to diverge. Despite their undeniable chemistry and shared fame from Britain's Got Talent, the time came to confront the reality that their artistic visions were pulling in different directions. When Sony Classical called to plan a third album, what was supposed to be a natural continuation soon became a delicate impasse. Charlotte revealed in an interview that they couldn't even agree on a single song to record. Sitting side by side, they sifted through options, but consensus eluded them entirely. It was a defining moment, a quiet admission that their musical journeys were branching apart. The split wasn't born from conflict or bitterness, but from a natural evolution of their creative identities. Jonathan, deeply rooted in the operatic tradition, was committed to staying true to classical music. Meanwhile, Charlotte felt herself drawn more and more toward musical theater and contemporary styles, seeking a different kind of artistic expression. When Sony suggested they each pursue solo projects, it felt like both a practical solution and a turning point. Charlotte admitted it was initially daunting, thinking, "Well, this really shakes things up," but soon recognized it as the best path to fully embrace their individual passions. There was no quick decision. They took a month to reflect on what this change meant. Charlotte described it as an emotional period, a bittersweet pause. Their partnership had been more than a professional arrangement. It was a bond forged through shared dreams, struggles, and triumphs. Separating meant leaving behind a comfort zone they had built together since their first audition. Yet, they faced this new reality with maturity and respect, acknowledging the extraordinary journey they'd shared without any regret. Charlotte expressed a sentiment many artists can relate to: the fear that comes with stepping into the spotlight alone after years of partnership. Going solo is scarier than sad, she said, capturing the mix of excitement and uncertainty that comes with reinvention. But ultimately, it was the right decision. They simply wanted to explore different musical landscapes. Even the most amicable endings can leave lingering questions, especially when time, distance, and fame start reshaping a relationship that once seemed unbreakable. While the public often wonders about how Jonathan and Charlotte's personal connection fared after their split, their story offers a nuanced glimpse into the realities of growing apart under the glare of public attention. When Jonathan appeared on ITV's Lorraine in 2017 and was asked if they were still in touch, he responded honestly, "We don't really get to speak very often, but that's the nature of it." It wasn't a sign of animosity, but rather a reflection of how demanding schedules and constant travel naturally affect friendships in the entertainment world. Jonathan emphasized that his family now forms his core support system, traveling with him and grounding him as he navigates life as a solo artist. While this honesty disappointed some fans hoping their bond would remain unbreakable, it also painted a realistic picture of what happens when two careers grow in different directions. What's truly remarkable is how both have consistently spoken about each other with respect and gratitude. Charlotte often credits Jonathan as a vital part of their shared success, saying they simply couldn't have come this far without one another. Jonathan, too, looks back fondly on their time together, acknowledging the unique world they created as a duo. Their limited communication today seems less about personal differences and more about diverging paths, a rarity and a testament to their professionalism and respect. Since going solo, Jonathan has carved out a successful career in classical crossover music, embarking on international tours and releasing solo albums that showcase his operatic tenor to devoted audiences around the globe. His debut album, Tenore, quickly topped the UK Classical Artist Albums chart, proving that he could stand confidently on his own. Critics praised the album for its rich selection of operatic arias and classical standards, while fans appreciated the warmth and humanity Jonathan brought to his solo work, a continuation of the emotional connection they first witnessed in the duo. He followed this success with Believe in 2016, an album blending powerful orchestral arrangements with Italian arias, which expanded his reach further internationally. Jonathan's concerts often blend classical staples with touches of musical theater and even beloved Disney classics, showing a playful and theatrical side to his stage presence. His collaboration with legendary songwriter Diane Warren on By Request, the Diane Warren Songbook, Volume 1 further illustrates his versatility, bridging the gap between operatic power and contemporary balladry. Meanwhile, Charlotte embraced the world of musical theater with open arms, turning to the stage where she had trained before her television fame. She made her mark in acclaimed productions like Carousel in Concert at the Royal Festival Hall, where her classical training met theatrical storytelling. Her West End debut in Heathers the Musical as Martha Dunstock earned her wider recognition, showcasing not only her vocal talents, but also her dramatic depth. Later, her role in Into the Woods at the Theatre Royal Bath revealed a mature, darker side to her artistry, proving her versatility and commitment to her craft. Though their professional paths have diverged, the legacy they created together continues to resonate. The music they made as a duo still carries a special place in the hearts of fans, a testament to the rare and beautiful connection forged between two young artists who once dared to dream together. Their story isn't just about music. It's about growth, change, and the courage it takes to step into the unknown while honoring where you came from. More than a decade has passed since Jonathan Antoine and Charlotte Giaconelli first captured hearts on Britain's Got Talent, yet their individual stories continue to fascinate and inspire. Charlotte, though sometimes overlooked by the traditional classical music critics, has built a devoted fan base through her sincere performances and vibrant presence on social media. Her work in musical theater, notably with the Royal Shakespeare Company, highlights her gift for storytelling and emotional depth, setting her apart as a dynamic performer. While Jonathan's path led him to become a soloist celebrated for filling grand concert halls with his voice, Charlotte embraced roles that emphasized drama and immediacy, showcasing her unique narrative power. This divergence in style illustrates how both have successfully carved out their own niches, each playing to their strengths and passions. In 2022, Charlotte made a bold and heartfelt announcement that resonated far beyond the stage. She publicly embraced her bisexual identity during Pride Month with a striking Instagram post, wrapped in a pride flag. This courageous revelation wasn't just a personal milestone, it was a powerful act of solidarity with the LGBTQ+ community within the arts. Charlotte's openness brought her closer to fans who admired not only her talent, but her authenticity and bravery. Her journey from a young talent on Britain's Got Talent to an empowered advocate for mental health and self-acceptance shows her evolution into a multifaceted figure. She speaks openly about the mental health challenges performers face, using her platform to encourage conversations about well-being in the high-pressure world of live theater. Her social media presence blends wit, honesty, and glimpses behind the scenes, deepening her connection with audiences and inspiring a new generation of theater lovers. Jonathan's transformation has been equally compelling, but in a different way. Initially as a shy, operatic teen, Jonathan revealed a remarkable personal journey marked by significant weight loss, over 70 pounds, achieved through steady lifestyle changes aimed at improving his health, rather than conforming to any external expectation. His candid reflections about the struggles and setbacks he faced highlight his resilience. "For a long time, I was just experiencing life. Life lived me," he admitted. His decision to take active control of his health and happiness became a turning point. His journey from vulnerability to strength has resonated deeply with fans who admire his honesty and determination. Beyond the physical changes, Jonathan's musical career has flourished as he continues to push boundaries in classical crossover music, balancing his soaring vocals with a grounded, humble spirit. The bond between Jonathan and Charlotte, once inseparable, now exists as mutual respect and admiration for each other's growth. Their shared history still sparks hope among fans for a possible reunion, though no official plans have been announced. Both artists have remained open to collaborating again, keeping alive the magic that made their performances unforgettable. Meanwhile, they continue to succeed independently. Charlotte's theater career thrives as she takes on emotionally rich roles, while Jonathan captivates audiences worldwide with his solo albums and concerts. Their journeys underscore the power of reinvention, courage, and authenticity in an industry that often demands conformity. Beyond their artistic achievements, the financial side of their careers offers valuable lessons. Jonathan and Charlotte have both leveraged their fame to build impressive portfolios of luxury assets and smart investments. Jonathan's collection includes sleek luxury cars that match his sophisticated public persona and high-end watches that symbolize his success and taste. His real estate investments reveal a savvy approach to long-term wealth, owning properties in prime locations that appreciate steadily. Additionally, he has stakes in various entrepreneurial ventures, including music production companies and endorsements that diversify his income. Charlotte, too, has expanded beyond performing, involving herself in collaborations that highlight her versatility. Both artists have secured comprehensive insurance policies, protecting their health, assets, and careers, illustrating their understanding of safeguarding their futures amid the uncertainties of the entertainment world. Their financial strategies reflect a balance of enjoying luxury and maintaining prudence, investing in assets that grow while ensuring stability through careful risk management. Stories are reminders that success in the spotlight extends beyond talent. It requires resilience, adaptability, and smart decision-making. The struggles they have faced, whether personal or professional, have shaped them into inspiring figures who continue to evolve and connect with audiences worldwide. From the shared dream of youthful stardom to the individual triumphs of today, Jonathan and Charlotte embody the journey of growth, both on and off the stage. As you reflect on their paths, consider how their openness about identity, health, and ambition can inspire all of us to embrace change and pursue our passions fearlessly. Their continued influence in music and theater, combined with their grounded approach to life and finances, serves as a blueprint for lasting success. The chapter that began with two hopeful teens harmonizing on a small stage is far from closed. It's an ongoing story of reinvention, courage, and hope that resonates with anyone chasing their dreams. Thank you for joining this deep dive into the remarkable lives of Jonathan Antoine and Charlotte Giaconelli. If you enjoyed uncovering the layers behind their public personas, please like the video, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more fascinating stories from the world of entertainment. Don't stop here. Click the next video to keep exploring the music, mystery, and magic that define today's brightest stars.